Jesus is saying, if you want rest for your souls in the midst of this crazy world and in the midst of our crazy lives, he's telling us that we need to come to him. Our rest is not in people. Our rest is not in money. Our rest is not in retirement. Our rest is in Jesus alone. That's what he's saying. Now, if you come to him, there's still things that you must do. He says, all you who labor, right? We're laboring, whether it be working, taking care of our families, doing whatever it is that we're doing that's causing us to be tired all the time, that's causing us to have no peace. Now, ultimately, this is what this means. That word rest there is very important. It means for our peace. It means for us to be at ease and have a peace in our lives. Jesus don't want you to go through this stressful world without him, because he understands how important it is to have a peace in this world, because this world can beat you down and this world will tear you apart, and it does not offer the peace that Jesus gives. The peace that Jesus gives is a peace that we all need to have an ease within us, and this is why he's offering it to us. He says you can't get it in alcohol. You can't get it in drugs. You can't get it in men or in women. You cannot find it anywhere in this earth. It is in Jesus Christ. So come to me if you are laboring and you're heavy laden with the cares of this world, with the responsibilities of this world. I'm not saying that when you have Jesus that you're going to have to let go of all your responsibilities. No, but you will have a rest, you will have an ease, you will have a peace when you take on your responsibilities. This is not saying that when you take on Jesus in your lives that everything stops. No, it doesn't. You have to continue to do what you got to do in this life to support your family, to support yourself, to be a good Christian. And he's telling us, I will give you rest. Now that's a promise. This is his promise to each and every one of us. If you are crazy, going crazy, things are crazy in your life, and you're always finding yourself frustrated and the anxieties of this world are being heavy burdened upon you, he's telling you in him you will have rest. You will have a peace. And this is his promise to you and me. I've accepted this peace. I know that God is with me through my ups and through my downs. So I'm not stressed out about anything. I know that no matter what happens in my life, I'm going to be fine, whether I live or whether I die. There is no bad news that's going to take this peace away. See, that's the awesome thing about it. You know, when it comes to money, yes, it brings this comfort, this security. But once that money's gone, what happens? You start freaking out, you start worrying, you start getting anxiety, you start trying to figure out what you're going to do next. See, when you have Jesus in your life, you have a peace which surpasses all understanding, which is beautiful. Verse 29. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. So what is he saying here? Take my yoke upon you. Now, remember, a yoke in these days, you had two oxen and they were yoked together and they were stronger because there were two being yoked together and they would finish out the work. Those two oxen yoked together, which would cause things to be more powerful and more efficient. Jesus is simply saying, take my yoke upon you. Put me in your lives. When you put me in your lives, I am going to be right beside you. I am going to help you through. I'm going to help you understand that I am all you need. I am going to give you the strength, and I am going to give you the love and the joy and the peace that we all need in this world that causes us a lot of suffering and sorrow. He says, I am gentle and I'm lowly in heart. I love you, Jesus is telling us, and I am here with you. And it doesn't matter what you've done or where you've been. I just want to give you this peace. That's why he says, and you will find rest for your souls. Having Jesus yoked to your lives is going to give you rest. And this is what he wants you to know today, that if you open up your hearts to Jesus and you allow him in your lives and you give him your whole lives, then you will have a rest in your heart. Now, this doesn't come easy, like I said earlier, because it's going to take some understanding that it's not just going to miraculously happen in your lives. You have to trust. You have to have faith and you have to believe. Just because you say, I'm yoked to Jesus, does not mean you're going to have this rest. You know, it happens in time, and it happens when you read his word, and it happens when you pray and you talk to Jesus every single day, because you're growing. And as you grow, you get more of an understanding, and you know that you are not alone, and you know that what you're going through, you're not alone, and you know that whatever happens in your life, you're going to be okay because you have a rest, which his name is Jesus Christ. So it doesn't just happen automatically. You do have to work at it. And the way you do it, like I said, is read your Bible and talk to God every single day. Verse 30, last verse, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. In other words, he's simply saying, I'm easy and I'm light. I'm not going to tax you down. I'm not going to bring more burden on you. I'm not going to make your life harder and heavier than it already is. I want to come in and I want to lift that stuff up off of you, because I don't want to see my people burdened. I don't want to see my people hurt. And when you have Jesus, friends and family members, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a rest for your souls. Thanks for watching. God bless.